Okay, so this brings us to the topic of values. Okay, and it reads, in order to get a better sense of what is best for you, it's important for you to determine what your values are or what is the most important for you. In the space to the right, rank order your, oh, that's what I'm missing here, your values from the most important to the least important. And some examples of values include money, health, family, culture, language, friends, financial independence, freedom, love, sex, freedom of speech, opportunity. Those are just examples, okay? That's what I'm missing here. I want to put some numbers here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's not going. Why is it not typing? I don't know. Stop that. Oh, there you go. Okay, it's like that. So rank order. Let me say this. Save. Okay, so rank order your values. Like which are the most important for you? What's number 1? What's number 2? And so forth. From my experience recruiting students in different countries, I would have to say that for most people that I've run into, that I've talked to, their number 1 value is their family. That's the most important thing. Okay, and then number 2, probably their country. Like they don't want to leave their country. So family, country. Number 3, probably their job, because they do have a job, right? But they have a job that pays like maybe $500 a month. That's maybe number 3. So family, country, kind of employment, right? Some kind of security in their employment, even if it's $500 a month, and like that. So rank order them. Like, what's the most important thing to you? Just as an example, in my case, I'm a UCLA MBA, and I'm a trained business person, and I worked in private industry for many years as well as teaching, and I'm a business instructor. So money is very important to me. Okay, I don't know if it's number 1. Okay, but it's up there. It's up there in my values, my value system. So that's why I'm still in California, right? If my values were different, then I might not have stayed in California. Right? If let's say good weather, well, California is good weather, so that doesn't count. Good weather is important to me too. That has a lot of value for me. But if let's say culture was more important to me, like Hispanic culture, because we're frankly Hispanics. Latin culture was important to me. Then I might have moved to Spain or Mexico or Argentina, maybe, right? If it was culture or language or people, right? I would have relocated to another Spanish-speaking country like Spain or Mexico, or back in those days, Argentina. Today it might be like Uruguay or Chile, or cuisine, like that. If those things were more important to me, then I wouldn't be here. Okay, because California has good weather, so whether I'm in Spain or in Mexico or here, I have good weather. But the financial part is different, right? I was pretty sure that I could make a lot more money here than in Mexico, which is probably true, and I was pretty sure that I could make more money here than in Spain. Maybe not a lot more money, but more money here than in Spain. So I stayed here, right? Because money is one of my, I'm not sure my number 1 value, but it's up there. It's up there in my values, okay? So that's what you got to think about, right? What's really important to you, and then you make decisions based on your values and your analysis, right? I don't think you can make probably should not make decisions completely based on your values, not completely, because there are other important factors to consider, But values is one of the important considerations in making a decision of where to live and where to work and all that, and where to retire too. Okay, so in terms of retirement, in my case, I would like to retire. To be honest with you, I would like to retire in Mexico or in Spain. Okay, Spain is quite safe, and it's a rich country, and the standard of living is high, so that's a good choice. But it's more expensive than Mexico. Mexico has good weather, and standard of living is not as high as Spain or California, but some parts is reasonably good. But as you probably know, Mexico is not as safe as Spain, and Mexico is not as safe as California. But safety is not that important to me. It's not that high in my values, and I'm not afraid to live in Mexico. Okay, so I would be willing to relocate to Mexico. Okay, so that's just an example, right? You have to do your own analysis, right? How you feel, how you think, what your values are, what your goals are, do the financial analysis, and then you come up with what hopefully the best thing for you now and in the future, right? Especially when you're retired or older.